This is Craig Ballantyne from earlytorise.com here in Denver, Colorado in America. And I'm also the author of The Perfect Day Formula, which is a book I've written to help people have more success, get more done, and make more money, and improve their health as well. Now, in the book, I have a chapter called the 10-3-2-1-0 Formula, which has been used by hundreds of thousands of people all over the world. It's been featured on websites like Inc.com and in the Telegraph newspaper in Britain. And the reason why so many people love this formula, the 10-3-2-1-0 formula, is because it helps them get more done and sleep better. And what it is a simple structure of your day so that you're able to fall asleep better at night. And if you're able to fall asleep better at night, then you're going to wake up refreshed in the morning, and you're going to be able to get more done, and you're going to have less stress, and you're going to be healthier, and you're going to have, at the end of the day, more time for your family. So that's what it's all about, putting this structure into place to have more time for your family. So let's get into the theory and how it works. Well, the formula, really. It's not just a theory. So 10 hours before bed, you want to stop drinking caffeine. That means no more espresso, no more Coca-Cola, no more Red Bull, no more liquids with caffeine. And why do we do that? Because caffeine stops us from sleeping well. So if you have an espresso at 8 o'clock at night and you go to bed at 11 o'clock, you'll probably toss and turn and not be able to fall asleep. And even if you are able to fall asleep, you'll probably wake up a couple of times during the night because caffeine is a stimulant and it keeps us awake. But if you stop drinking caffeine about 10 hours before bed, it won't interfere with your sleep. So that's what the 10 stands for. Next is the number 3. And that means we should stop drinking alcohol 3 hours before bed. Now, most people probably think, a glass of wine or a shot of vodka, it relaxes us and it helps me fall asleep. And it does help you fall asleep in many cases, or it gives you relaxation. But alcohol actually interferes with your sleep cycles, and so it stops you from getting into deep sleep. And because of that, you actually wake up more tired than when you went to bed, or just, groggy, drowsy, and you aren't energetic over the course of the day. So you want to stop drinking alcohol 3 hours before bed. So if you have a glass of wine at dinner at 6 or 7 o'clock at night, that's fine if you go to bed at about 10 or 11 o'clock at night. So that's going to be bad news for some people that like to drink and then go to bed. I'm sorry, but if you want to have the most energy, you need to do that. The 2 in the formula stands for when we should stop eating heavy meals. So if you like to drink and eat a heavy meal right before bed, you're really not going to like my advice. But again, you'll wake up the next day feeling so much better. Because if you eat a heavy meal or a spicy meal, it's going to interfere with your sleep. And again, you'll wake up the next morning, you'll be groggy, you won't feel good, and you'll spend the rest of the day drinking too much caffeine, and then you won't be able to sleep at night, so you'll go and have some alcohol, and that won't help you sleep, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. So that's what the 2 stands for. Now the 1 stands for stopping work and also turning off your computer and your iPhones and your mobile phones and not using any electronic screens 1 hour before bed, because the light emitted from those screens actually keeps us awake. It makes us alert, and it stops us from having a good sleep. So if you check your phone right before bed and you're texting, or if you're watching video on your computer and then you try to go to sleep, you'll probably toss and turn and you won't be able to fall asleep. And that's because of the light that comes off the computers and the screens. And again, it alerts us, it makes us wide awake, and it's something that we should avoid. So you should just read an old-fashioned book. You should make your lunch. You should talk to your spouse or your boyfriend or girlfriend and have quality time with them, and turn off the computers an hour before bed. And then the 0 in the formula, that's how many times you should hit the snooze button in the morning. Because when you hit the snooze button, you go back to sleep for a couple minutes, and it actually makes you tired and drowsy because you get into the sleep cycle, but then you get pulled out of it 5 or 10 minutes later, and it does make things worse. So if you follow the 10-3-2-1-0 formula, you'll wake up the next morning feeling great. You'll have lots of energy. You'll wake up on time. You'll be ahead of the game. You'll get more done than ever before so that you'll have more time for your family and your health and your hobbies and doing whatever you want to do at night. So if you want to have more freedom in your life, put that little structure in your day and you'll get a lot out of it. I hope that helps. This is Craig Ballantyne from earlytorise.com here in Denver, Colorado in America, and I'm the author of The Perfect Day Formula.